Hiddle not far behind.
Get over by Simpson, and that ball is long. Serves again. Jintant. Jan over that middle line, over that 3-meter line again. Brandt serving again. Dug up by Jan. Overpass, hit down by Houston. 3-0 Hawaii, game 2. Knuckleballs it over. That's another overpass, tapped down, but that is saved by Jintant. Woods just into the game, and that's 4 hits. Serving for the 5th time. Outside it goes to Woods. Woods gets it in.
Best athlete on the team.
Ultramat serves it into the net. That ball is shanked, but it goes to Jintant. Ball is hit cross court, and it is out. Serving is Kaufman. In the air by Torres. Chased down by Jintant. Hit over by Jan. There's Brandt. Nicky Thomas to Houston. That'll be returned. Here's Jan. That goes off. Danielson. Dug up by Hiddle. Hiddle overpass. That's tapped down by Birmingham. Simpson serves again. Dug up by Hiddle. Chased down by Brandt. Outside Houston. That's off the block. Punched in the air by Ultramat. Then they get it over. There's Houston to Brandt. Back set goes to Otonero. That's off Ultramat. That's in the air by Ultramat. Jintant goes outside to Jan. That's popped in the air by Hiddle. Chased off the court that time by Houston. Jintant. Jan again. That's blocked back. Saved by Torres. Jintant tries the big shot. Doesn't go. Saved by Birmingham. Hit by Woods. That's off the block. And there's 4 hits for New Mexico State. Otonero to serve. Excellent line drive serve. Ultramat Jintant. Here's Jan. That's blocked back. That goes off Woods. Otonero continues to serve. Down the line and out. Dug up by Otonero. Here's Brandt to Nicky Thomas. That ball is hit over. Brandt backs at Houston. Houston hits it off the block. Serving is Houston. Serves it long.
Float.
5 serving 10. Jan serves. Dug up by Hiddle. Waiting for it is Brandt. Goes to Otonero. That's blocked out. Hiddle gets it in. DeFries outside. Ultramat. That went into the net, I think. That went into the net.
Right.
Brandt sets up Danielson, and Danielson is blocked. Serving is Torres. Hiddle chased down by Brandt, goes cross court. Otonero, that's blocked, and it goes off Kaufman. Torres gets it over. Hiddle, Brandt, step out Kaufman, and Kaufman is blocked everywhere. And she serves very well. Hiddle to Brandt. Kaufman. That's a good diving dig by DeFries. Hit over by Godin. Torres continues to serve. Hiddle to Brandt. Danielson, little roll shot. And they call it. Danielson serves. Dug up by Jan. Hit over by Simpson. That's hit back and then saved. Elbow saved by Otonero. To the middle. Otonero gets it over. Free ball now for New Mexico. Simpson hit it off Houston. Serving will be Jintant. Dug up by Hiddle. Brandt goes to Otonero. That goes off Torres. Chased down by Jintant. Ultramat off the block. Back row. Hiddle saves. Houston gets it across. Free ball again for New Mexico. They go to Ultramat. Little roll shot. Houston with the save. And couldn't get any help. Jintant serves again. Hiddle to Brandt. There's Kaufman. That's dug up by Jan. Jintant. Woods goes off Hiddle. Chased down by Danielson. Waiting for it is Houston. She gets it across. Torres guides it to Jintant. Woods steps out. That ball goes off Kaufman. But there's Danielson in the back row. Hits it to Otonero, and Otonero hits it out.
Very, very consistently here the last dozen points.
Ball is shanked, but there's Farrell saving it. Getting the ball over is Houston. Again, advantage New Mexico State. Ball is hit over by Simpson. That's saved by Houston. Here's Farrell. That's blocked.
6 points to Hawaii.
And they proved it. Comes over to Farrell. Brandt. Step out. Kaufman. She hits it long. Boy, Hawaii just having their troubles now. Dave Shoji off the bench.
Look who's coming.
And he will put in Dani Mafua. Dani Mafua will come in. That's a surprise. So Mafua with the hamstring injury is now the setter. And miss set with Kaufman.
This is a little bit tough for Dani to come in. She hasn't played in a week. Hasn't had many reps. She's been mostly rehabbing.
15-12, New Mexico, and putting the ball into the net is Jin Tant. So Houston will come back in, and Brandt will come back in. Mafua will leave, and Keith will leave.
So it looks like she'll be a spot duty kind of a setter to come in and maybe get him out of a jam, but not the steady all-around setter.
Brandt will serve. 13 serving 15. Ball near the net. Over by Simpson, saved by Hiddle. Brandt sets up. Farrell in the air by Jan. Jin Tant. There's Altermat. Blocked back. Jin Tant to Simpson. Danielson in the back row. The ball is hit again by Kaufman. Altermat to serve. Hiddle, Brandt, Farrell, that's off the block. Brandt with the save. Kaufman back set goes to Houston. That's a diving dig by Altermat, and the ball is hit into the net by Simpson. Kaufman is long again, and she can't believe it. Can't believe it.
She almost took her negativity and frustration of her attacks in the front row back to the service line.
17 serving 14. Simpson serving. Danielson. Ball is just hit over by Nikki Thomas. That rat-a-tatted around, saved by Birmingham, and double hit called. Jan. That's saved by Otonero, chased down by Brandt. Hit over by Houston. She knocks over Jan. Otonero looking for the tie. 16 serving 17. Ball comes over. Jin Tant. Here's Jan. Jan with that big hit again. Will be DeFreeze. Dug up by Otonero. Nikki Thomas. Danielson. There's Torres. Waiting for it is DeFreeze. Back set. That thing goes to Dan. Ball is hit by Otonero, and that's blocked. To do it now. DeFreeze serving. Brandt to Nikki Thomas. There's Torres. DeFreeze. Jan again. That's a diving dig by Hiddle off the block. There's Houston. She hits it off the double block. The ball goes out. 17 serving 19. Jan almost an overpass, and that is an attack at point for Hawaii. Gets it in. Waiting for it is DeFreeze to Birmingham.
In this arena.
Jan serving. Ball dug up by Hiddle, chased down by Brandt. There's Nikki Thomas. Look out coming over the line. Wrapped anticipation. Gets it over that ball shank. That's an ace. Hiddle to serve. Gets it in, dug up by Torres. Outside it goes to Altermat. That's in the air by Otonero. Brandt back to the middle. Here's Otonero. And she hits it into the net. Factor here. Gets it in, dug up by Hiddle. Waiting for it is Brandt. Sets up. Houston coming down the middle. Houston almost knocks over DeFreeze. And serving will be Danielson. We are tied at 21, game 2. Danielson gets it in. DeFreeze to Simpson. Taps it over. Kaufman. Brandt. Here's Kaufman. Step out. Kaufman gets it in. Tied at 22. Hawaii looking for the lead. Torres. Jin Tant. Ball pushed over by Simpson. And getting the ball over is Altermat. Here's Brandt. Outside. And that goes out. Altermat serving. Farrell. Brandt. Houston. We're tied at 23. Serving is Kaufman. Torres. Jin Tant. Jan. New Mexico State 1 point away from tying this match. Hiddle. Brandt. Houston. Little roll shot. Blocked. Out. Otonero serves. Line drives it over. Torres. Jin Tant. Here's Woods. That ball dug up by Brandt. Nikki Thomas to Danielson. There's Torres. Jin Tant goes to Jan. That's off the block. Saved by Birmingham. Woods. That's blocked back. Goes out. Lollipop. Torres. Jin Tant. Jan. Roll shot. Saved by Hiddle. Brandt goes to the middle. Otonero. Roll shot. Saved by Jan. That ball pushed over by Woods. We're tied. Hiddle. Brandt. Houston. That's dug up. Hit over by Danielson. Did it go in? No, that's a net violation on Hawaii. Net violation called on Danielson. Now it's game ball, New Mexico State. The free serving. Hiddle kind of shanks it. It goes to Danielson, and Danielson hits the antenna. And New Mexico State comes back, fights back, goes into extra play, but evens this match at 1 game apiece. They win at 27-25. Everybody take a deep breath. We'll be back.